Hello, students. So, in science, we are going to start our new chapter that is adaptations in animals. Let's start. Studies show that millions of years ago, huge animals called dinosaurs were found on Earth. Now we can see none. Why? So, as we know, there was dinosaurs millions of years ago on this Earth, but they went extinct millions of years ago also. Why? As some scientists believe that this happened due to a sudden change in the Earth's climate. They even believe that it became very cold and the dinosaurs could not adjust to that cold conditions and died. In the natural environment, a plant or an animal adapts or changes itself to suit the surroundings. And this happens over hundreds and thousands of years. Now, the question is what is adaptation? The ability of living things to adjust themselves to the environment is called adaptation. So, adaptation means how the animals or other living things adjusting themselves to the present environment. So, all animals need to adjust themselves to their surroundings to survive. If they cannot do so, then they may die. So, this adjustment may be for food or to protect themselves from enemies or for the climatic conditions. Next is adaptations to environment. The natural home of an animal is called its habitat. Animals are adapted to the condition of the habitats in which they live. As we live in our home, so that is our habitat. In the same manner, animals also live in their natural home, so that is their habitat. So, based on the environment in which they live, animals are grouped as terrestrial, aquatic, aerial, and arboreal. First one is terrestrial animals. So, animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. We also know that the climatic conditions on land vary from place to place. As first of all, the polar region, which is extremely cold. So, animals like polar bears, penguins, walruses, and seals live there. Then, how they protect themselves from such cold? As you may have observed that these animals have thick and hairy skin, which protect them from cold. Do you know what is hibernation? Due to scarcity of food during cold months, animals like frog, bear, and snake prefer to sleep throughout the winter. And this long sleep is called hibernation. Even mountains are also very cold. So, animals that live on mountains, such as yaks, mountain sheep, and mountain goats, have thick fur on their body, which keeps them warm during cold weather. These animals have strong hooves. Hooves are hard covering present in the foot of some animals that help them to walk on the slopes of mountains. Next is desert. So desert we know is usually very hot. So animals that live in deserts such as camels have less hair on their body and have thick skin. Then how less hair and thick skin help them in desert? This helps the camel in preventing loss of water from their body. As because desert is very hot and they do not get water easily. Now the next question is what is estivation? So estivation is just the opposite of hibernation. For example, there are some animals like earthworms, snails, lizard sleep for a long time during summer months. Why? To escape the heat. And this long summer sleep is called estivation. Next is aquatic animals. So, aqua means we know water. That means the animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. For example, fish, snail, crab, turtle, etc. So, such animals do not have hands and legs like us, obviously. So, they have fins and limbs that suited for swimming in water. You may have seen the limbs that is hands and legs of duck and turtle also. So duck have a webbed feet and turtle have paddle like flippers that help them to push back the water while swimming. As we have lungs to breathe, fish and crabs have gills that help them to breathe in water. Next is amphibians. So what are amphibians? Animals that can live both on land and in water are called amphibians. So, what are the examples of amphibians? They are frogs, toads, salamanders, etc. Now, the question is how such animals can live both in land and in water. As most amphibians have lungs, like us, that help them to breathe on land, and moist skin that helps them to breathe underwater. Frogs have well developed strong hind limbs, means the back legs, which help them to hoop on land, and webbed feet to help them swim in the water. Next is aerial animals. So, animals that can fly are called aerial animals. That means these animals must have wings to fly. Most birds and insects can fly. Bat are the only mammal that can fly. What are mammals? Mammals are the animals that breathes air, have backbone, or that live on land, have four legs and ears that stick out, or even have hair on their body. So how these animals can fly? The animals that can fly have light body because of light bones and feathers. And the shape of the body is such that it can easily cut through the air. Insects such as butterflies and dragonflies have thin papery wings which help them to fly. And the last one is arboreal animals. So, animals that spend a majority of their time on trees are called arboreal animals. For example, monkeys, squirrels, tree lizards, and koala bears. So, how they can climb so tall trees? As because they have strong limbs and sharp claws that help them in climbing trees. You may have seen the long tail of monkeys. So that long tail of monkeys help them to hang on the branches of tree. Okay, so students, on the next class we will read the next part of this chapter.